This is getting really annoying now. I'm on the 8th take of this audio recording and the 3rd time recording and making this video, as well as editing. So don't mind me if I get slightly annoyed if this comes out and I don't like it again. Anyway, without further ado, welcome to Legit Reviews. It's a new series on my channel where I'll be reviewing new and old games from my absolutely massive library. Recently checked on Steam, got over 400 games. You know, hashtag humble brag. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. So, welcome to Remnant from the Ashes. It is a relatively new game that came out quite recently, as I just said, and people are calling it Warframe mixed with Dark Souls. And for the first topic in this review, we'll be going over the game's customization features. As you can see, I'm currently creating my character in what is a fairly decent character creation menu with a fair few options that you can use to create your ideal character. And further down the line, there's armour in the game, and armour in Remnant has very different aspects, which would have been the perfect opportunity to allow a vanity slot in which the user could choose the armour they thought looked the best but still use the better stat armour, just like you would in Terraria. However, this may not be as bad as it seems, since the upgrade system allows you to keep any armour you want relevant for quite a long time, but I'll be getting to the upgrading system soon. Now for the gameplay. The killing is insanely satisfying and each kill feels just like getting a sweet flick on CSGO. The fighting is overall one of the best combat experiences I've ever had in a game, and using guns with crazy different attributes like a black hole gun,
God, it's not doing any damage.
or a 3-round burst sniper that lets you revive automatically. And with some of the truest to life dodging I've ever seen in any fighting game, is a treat for the player. Now the bosses. The bosses are the biggest part of the game, and one of the coolest features about bosses, apart from their crazy amazing different skills and fighting styles, as well as their looks, is that the majority of world bosses is the term for the bosses that are most important, have special kills you can do to receive different loot. As well as this, the bosses you encounter will be different on each run, but I'll get to that part later as well. Now, time for the upgrading systems. The upgrading system relies mostly on Riggs, the blacksmith AI who manages to use iron, forged iron, galvanised iron, hard iron and simulacrums of scrap to upgrade a leather jacket, as well as the traits that can be used to upgrade certain aspects of the character and equipment. You can get those traits from just playing and choosing certain choices throughout it. Now, looking to upgrade your weapon or change its abilities and attributes, we'll look no further than weapon mods. These can be crafted or bought from the second worst bitch in media after Malta. McCabe.
What? I know what you want. Commander already came by. Ford's gonna give my time to every stray who wanders in, and we're having words. I'm McCabe. I'm the engineer. And you're a pain in my ass. I'm not some scrap peddler, got it? I don't upgrade trash. It's the apocalypse. I can be as grumpy as I damn well please. See what we're dealing with
Want
here.
to place down turrets like it's Bloons tower defense? No problem, you can do that. Want to teleport 14 meters and do AoE damage when you teleport? No problem, wear that too. And that covers some of the wackiest weapon mods. So now then, time to talk about the story. Whilst possibly the most underwhelming aspect of this game, it is quite a good story, with a few hidden lore parts throughout the world in the form of notes and books. Or like ancient stone tablets, I guess. The cutscenes are well voiced but badly lip synced, which certainly makes for a laugh.
Take good care of it. Oh, one more thing. Ellen, Commander Ford, she knows more about that island than she lets on.
Will break immersion for some. Now, for the replayability. Probably one of the best aspects of this game and the final topic of the review. Basically, the entire game is aimed towards replayability, allowing users to make choices to affect loot and having random bosses, as well as not to mention the dynamic processing for the map, which makes it feel like you're exploring a different world each time you reroll or join your friend's campaign. All this and even 3 different difficulties that hugely affect the game, which all in all creates one of the most replayable games I've ever played. Like, this game's campaign took me 18 hours to finish, and I didn't see every boss, every weapon, or even every section of the map I generated. Crazy, I know. Now finally, rating time. In words, I rate this as one of the best games I've ever played, and a game that I fully recommend buying and playing, and in numbers, I'd give this a 92 out of 100, setting the first review I've ever done at a very high standard. Thank you all for watching. This is just an added note. I forgot to mention that the co-op in this game, whilst isn't necessary, is very useful. The boss fights are leaning towards spawning minions whilst having to deal with the main boss, which means that doing it in duos can help a lot, and doing it with solos is quite difficult. But other than that, it's perfectly fine, and if you can get over that difficulty, then you're sorted. Also, to mention the fact that the developers are constantly updating this game. I've had about 4 updates in the last week, and with new content, bug fixes and everything, so it is probably the best game to buy right now, in my opinion. Thank you all for watching. #fuck the game. Hell yeah.